Hello. My name is Yuziu. My group member name is Nyojun. So today we are gonna discuss about our assignment, fundamentals of computer networks. Next slide. The first is about our assignment. Using Cisco Packet Tracer, we must perform the activities associated with setting up a local area network and network configurations based on the scenario. So there are basically 6 departments. The first department will be management department, followed by administrative department, sales department, research and development department, manufacturing plant, and lastly, living quarters. So next will be the introduction. So Cisco Packet Tracer and Google Meet. These two softwares are helpful on completing our tasks. For example, we can use Google Meet to communicate with each other, talk about our assignment, and next one will be digital cooperation, and social media skills. By using Cisco Packet Tracer or Google Meet, we are able to increase our digital abilities. For example, digital cooperation and social media skills that may be implanted in us as a result. Increasing these two skills are extremely important for us to live in today's digital and technology world. So third will be the fast internet interface is then used to link each network, switch to the router, forming a local area network. So fourth, gadgets are linked via copper switch through connection. This classes addressing has been employed for subnetting and IP address for the network. Oh, the last will be VSM has been implemented, allowing us to utilize various subnet masks and establish subnet based on the individual needs of each network host. So next will be the network design. So as we can see here, the green area represents location A. The purple area will be the location B, and the pink area will be location C. So next will be the subnet table. So we are gonna to calculate the number of after growth of 30%. So first we have to get the number of hosts required times 140% because it will equal to the number right here. This method is same for all the departments like manufacturing plants for all the departments now. Like the second one uh, is subnemas. So subnemas will be explaining in the next slide with the prefix. So I'm gonna skip to first usable host. So first usable host is basically getting the number from subnet address, which is 10.0.0.0, add 1 at behind, getting the number of 10.0.0.1. This will be the first usable host for the living quarters. So next we have to find broadcast address. So using the first usable host of the next department, which is manufacturing plant, the first usable host will be 10.32.0.1. So when we want to calculate the broadcast address, we take the number between 32, we minus 1, will be the broadcast address of the living quarters. So the number will be 10.31.255.255. Next, the last usable host. Um, broadcast address minus 1 will be the last usable host. And so 10.31.255.2.4. this will be the last usable host. And this method is same with all the first usable host, last usable host, and broadcast address for all departments. And the next will be how to find the subnet mask. So previously we talked about the prefix slash 11. So you can see that by getting the number 32 minus 21 will equals to prefix number of slash 11. So by this number, we can see that here, this table is from Google. This table will show us that what prefix slash 11 means in subnet mask. So we can see that slash 11 means 255.224.0.0. So this is basically the answer for the subnet mask. Like so, slash prefix slash 11, subnet mask will be 255.224.0.0. And same as the next one, slash 12 will be 255.240.0.0. And the same for here, the subnet mask. So next, I will pass it to my another team member, Neojun.
Okay, now I will talk about how to set the password for the routers. So first, we need to enable the router by typing in enable, and then we can type in configure terminal. Next, I will type in line console 0 to set up the password, which is Cisco. And then I will type in login. Next, I will type in exit and to enable the secret password, which is AACS2034. Next slide. Next, after setting up the password, the user can verify its password by entering the router again. The user must enter the user password, which is Cisco. Next, the user can type in enable, and then he can type in the secret password to access to the global configuration part. Next slide. Next, I will talk about how to assign IP address and subnet mask into the router. First, the user need to type in enable and type in config terminal. Next, you need to type in interface gig 0/0 to enter the interface part. Next, the user can type in IP address from the addressing table and the subnet mask also. Next slide. Next, I will talk about how to assign IP address, subnet mask, and default gateway into the switch. First, user need to type in enable and then config terminal, following up by interface VLAN 1. Next, user can type in IP address and the subnet mask from the addressing table. Then the user need to type in exit to enter the default gateway for the switch, which is like the in the slide. Next slide. Next, I will talk about how to set up the PC IP configuration. First, the user need to enter the PC and select the desktop part and enter the IP configuration part. Next, the user need to fill in all the information like IP address, subnet mask, and default gateway from the addressing table. Next slide. Lastly, I will talk about how to check the ping between two computers or the other computers. First, the user need to enter PC and open the desktop part and enter the command prompt. The user can type in ping following by the IP address or the default gateway for the from the addressing table of the other's PC. Next, the user need to check the result. If the result for the packet loss is 0, means the ping is successfully connect to the other PC. Okay, that's all from us. Thank you.